Our universe began about 14 billion years ago, and since then, it has been continually changing and evolving, gradually improving itself over time. But you will be surprised to know one thing: that recent findings from the Webb telescope have sparked an intriguing realization. Either we've got the age of the universe wrong, or our whole concept of how it began might need a rethink. Ever since the Webb telescope started its science mission, this telescope has been surprising everyone with its controversial discoveries. Discoveries ranging from distant stars to the most distant galaxies are challenging our current understanding of the universe. The most distant galaxies ever seen with the Webb telescope reveal a world just 400 million years after the Big Bang. But there is a limit to how far back in the early universe the Webb can observe. According to our current standard cosmological model, the Webb telescope cannot see beyond the dark ages because at this stage the universe is completely dark. There are no stars and galaxies emitting light that can be seen by the Webb telescope. And the last thing that we can see is the cosmic microwave background radiation. But wait, a surprising new discovery shatters this idea and reveals that we may be completely wrong about the size of the universe. In a new paper published recently, scientists have revealed that new images from the Webb telescope have discovered objects older than the age of our universe. Here we can see distant galaxies in early observations from the James Webb telescope, but this new observations has confirmed a large number of most distant galaxy candidates. The surprising thing is that some of these objects are much older than our known universe. This discovery is indeed a big problem for astronomy. It challenges our basic understanding of the universe and its origins. Well, scientists say these galaxies still need to go through peer review to get confirmation, but still what the Webb telescope data is showing is a challenge. Well, as you can see here, the record for the most distant galaxy before the Webb telescope was held by the distant galaxy GNZ11, discovered by the Hubble telescope. It existed just 400 million years after the Big Bang, when the universe was only 3% of its current age. It belongs to the first generation of galaxies in the universe. But the Webb telescope's early observations have broken the record for the most distant galaxy, with scientists recently confirming 4 most distant galaxies that are even older than the most distant galaxy seen by the Hubble telescope. One of these galaxies, named GSZ13, became the most distant galaxy ever observed. Galaxy Jade's GSZ13 was imaged by Webb as it was 325 million years after the Big Bang. This most distant galaxy is now estimated to be 33 billion light-years from Earth due to the expansion of the universe in the time since the light that has just reached Webb left the galaxy. But when scientists looked at the new observational data, they were stunned. No one expected that we would see something like this. Scientists noticed that many early galaxies beyond the edge of the early universe suddenly appeared in this data. One of these galaxies has a red shift of about 17, which is impossible according to our current models. Well, recent observations have shown that this galaxy was actually an imposter among these distant galaxies. Spectroscopy data revealed that this galaxy actually had a redshift value of 5. The dust cloud situated between the Webb telescope and this galaxy caused the galaxy to appear extremely far away, almost like a distant celestial object. Peter Van Dockum, an astronomer at Yale University not involved in the latest research, said that the Webb telescope has observed possible galaxies even closer to the Big Bang, but they have yet to be confirmed. However, some of the candidate galaxies, if confirmed, would have existed when the universe was less than 200 million years old. Scientists say what this data is showing is actually a big problem for our standard cosmological model. This huge population of galaxies near the Big Bang brings more questions for us to solve. Well, this does not end here. So far, we've talked about how high redshift galaxies have baffled our understanding, but recently the Webb telescope spotted something even more interesting in the early universe. Take a look at the latest deep-field image captured by the James Webb Space Telescope. It has revealed something truly mysterious in the universe. This strange object is unusually bright and has an odd shape that has left scientists stunned. Right now, they have no idea what it is. It could be a distant galaxy or something else that we have no idea about. But that's not all. The James Webb Space Telescope has uncovered even more strange phenomena this time. Scientists have detected something very unusual in the early universe for the first time. Some of these findings are so unusual that they are challenging our understanding of cosmic expansion, raising questions about whether it is real or just an illusion. They are also forcing scientists to consider the possibility of other universes or extra dimensions beyond our own.
So something real is happening, but we can't tell yet if it's a mistake in our observations, a mistake in our interpretation, or just something nature is surprising us with, such as a new kind of dark matter, a new kind of dark energy, or something else that would be really exciting to discover. So if there's a Nobel Prize in here, that could be one of them.
Nobel Prize-winning physicist David Gross even stated at a conference that this isn't just a problem or a concern, it's a crisis. So why are scientists so concerned about the Webb telescope's latest discoveries? And what exactly did Webb recently observe that has left everyone amazed? This image shows the region of study of the James Webb Telescope Advanced Deep Extragalactic Survey. This area includes and contains the Hubble Extreme Deep Field and reveals new galaxies at record-breaking distances that Hubble could not see. One such galaxy, named F200DB045, is potentially a high redshift galaxy with an estimated redshift of 20.4, meaning it existed just 160 million years after the Big Bang. But this galaxy still has to undergo spectroscopic tests to be confirmed. If verified, it would be one of the oldest and most distant galaxies known and would completely contradict our Big Bang model, which says that our universe is only about 14 billion years old. Now look at this image taken from Hubble. It is showing the arrangement of galaxies according to our galaxy evolution model along with their redshift values. As you can see, the distant early galaxies look small and less organized, while the nearby galaxies look huge and organized like our Milky Way galaxy. But recently, James Webb Telescope has discovered many giant and spiral galaxies like our galaxy in the distant universe, and this discovery has proved this galaxy evolution model wrong. Webb Telescope found that spiral galaxies like our Milky Way were much more common in the early universe than previously thought. Specifically, their research revealed that about 30% of galaxies exhibited a spiral structure as early as 2 billion years after the universe's formation. Previously, scientists believed that spiral galaxies took much longer to develop their distinct shapes. Now, these discoveries are very puzzling because some galaxies are supporting the standard cosmic model, and some other galaxies are completely denying it. These galaxies are explaining a universe that is too complex to even imagine. But wait, there's something even more shocking than distant galaxies. As scientists look deeper into the early universe, they found objects that don't seem to be galaxies at all, and right now there's no clear explanation for them. The deeper the James Webb Space Telescope looks into the early universe, the more it uncovers strange, bright objects with unusual properties that baffle scientists. These small, luminous objects were abundant in the first few 100 million years after the Big Bang. But what makes them even more intriguing is that they don't seem to be galaxies. Right now, scientists can't say for sure what these objects are, how they formed, or why they seemingly disappeared a few billion years after the Big Bang.
Of this remarkable instrument we put in space is finding things that we didn't expect, that we can't explain, because that means that We have to revise our understanding of the universe.
Will the history of astronomy be divided between before Webb and after Webb?
Yes, I believe it will be.
Some scientists are even arguing that these objects may not be galaxies at all, but something entirely different. In fact, NASA scientists have referred to these mysterious objects as a new class of galaxies. Dale Kachevsky of Colby College in Waterville, Maine, and lead author of the study said, "We're confounded by this new population of objects that Webb has found. We don't see analogs of them at lower redshifts, which is why we haven't seen them prior to Webb." Well, our theories about the universe work perfectly when we explain the local universe, but all the theories about the formation of galaxies and the growth of black holes fail miserably when we look back in time closer to the Dark Ages. It seems like something really weird happened there, and our theories have no clue about it.
And if we look as far as we can with the telescopes we have right now, up to only a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. But this is something we're watching as it was just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang, one of the first ever galaxies to form, yet it already has a supermassive black hole at its center. So that really only emphasizes the problem of explaining how do we form these things, because there's really isn't that much time between the Big Bang and then these first galaxies that already have these supermassive black holes at their centers.
By the way, the galaxies of the early universe have not been the only headache for scientists. As we've discussed before, recent findings from the Webb telescope suggest that the universe might be expanding at different rates in different regions. This challenges the long-standing belief that cosmic expansion is the same everywhere in the universe and that it began after the Big Bang. Scientists are now questioning whether the expansion of space is truly real or just an illusion. But the debate doesn't stop there. They're also beginning to wonder, does the Big Bang really mark the beginning of our universe? Or could there be something beyond it? Following the unprecedented discoveries made by the James Webb Space Telescope, some renowned scientists are now claiming that the universe did not begin with a Big Bang. They suggest that there could be other universes or dimensions beyond what our current scientific understanding can explain. Many scientists are claiming that we may be wrong about the age of our universe. On the other hand, some scientists believe that perhaps our universe had no beginning.
The obvious question is, where does it all start? I mean, and what is that significant event that starts it all off?
Well, the philosophy here, although in detail completely different, is like the old steady state model. That was one of the reasons. You know, when you go back and you think of what Newton thought and thought of what Einstein thought, they were very happy with a universe which was there all the time, you see. And there wasn't a beginning. In fact, Einstein fought against, when Lemaitre tried to convince him that there really was this, what we now call a Big Bang origin, he didn't like the idea at all, but he had to be converted to it by the equations seem to tell you that you can't get away with it otherwise. And then people got accustomed to the Big Bang being there. Or not just being there, you see, I'm claiming it is there, but it's not the beginning.